Hello everyone, welcome to another video. Today we are going to be checking out this, the RockTek G2 Streaming Box. So this is something that you might see in competition with something like a Fire Stick, a Google Chromecast, or a Roku device, any of those things that adapt like a non-smart TV to being a smart TV, but this claims to be much faster and much better in almost all ways because it's basically a computer, which means it can actually stream in 4K, everything loads faster, and everything else just runs better. So today we're gonna put that to the test. And as you can tell, we're in, not my office, this is the bedroom, you know, where the magic happens. No, not that magic, that little white box, that's the internet. That's where the internet comes into the house, and that's why we're in here. Also, it helps that I have a TV in here so we can test it. So, we're gonna put this guy to the test, compare my Samsung Smart TV to this Streambox to see, is it really that much better? Alright, so our unboxing here, it unboxes a lot like a cell phone. Got a really tight suction. There we go. You can see here is our RockTek Streaming Box itself. Has a leather, I don't know, topper on there. I don't imagine that that actually provides any real value to what it does or can or can't do. But, you know, it's nice, it's classy, a nice dark navy blue on top. And then if you look at the outside, this has a lot more accessories than your standard Chromecast, Fire Stick, Roku device. So you can see we have a micro SD card, a USB 2.0, USB 3.0 ports. On the back side we have our power outlet, Ethernet port, HDMI, a AV jack, an optical port, as well as USB-C port. So this guy is pretty capable little computer. Then here we have a little spot for a LED light to let you know when it's on. Inside the box we have an instruction manual, an HDMI cable, power cable, and a remote. First negative point for this, I understand that like you have to pay extra for shipping batteries, but you couldn't pay for a couple of AAA batteries, so now I gotta go find some AAA batteries. Fair warning, the brand did send me this Streambox. However, all the opinions and views expressed are my own. Alright, so after you've plugged in the Ethernet port to your router, then plugged in power, Ethernet, and HDMI to your RockTek device, and then plug in your HDMI cable to the TV, we should be ready to go. Right now we have two remotes, and I'm told this should be able to learn how to tell my TV to turn on, so we only need the one remote. And this also advertises Google Assistant, so that means I can use it to say, hey Google, do this, that, or the other. And that means it can turn on and off lights with my remote. I can turn on and off this TV. All of that cool features available in this remote. So let's go ahead and start by just doing a quick test. Standard test, this is my Samsung TV. For reference, when I got this TV, this is a 50-inch Samsung 4K smart TV, but I purposely got like the cheapest of the cheapest. So it's gonna have the slowest, the basic hardware. It's one that like you couldn't even get on Amazon. You had to buy it directly from Samsung, and I think it was like $299. So it was a good deal. I don't know if it's still that price. This was 4 or 5 years ago, so inflation, we don't know what happened. So let's go ahead and start by just turning on the TV here. We're on, and we're gonna go to Amazon Prime, because we all got Prime, right? I'm gonna go over to Prime Video. Nope, that's not Prime. See, I'm already running into issues here, just because it's slow. There we go. Gonna load up Amazon Prime. And we're not gonna do anything fancy, we're just gonna go to the very first thing we can. There we go. Nothing Nothing fancy. We're just going to continue watching whatever we were watching last here if we can. Come down. Yeah, we'll just start Creed 2. It's the first thing suggested, so let's just do that. See how fast we can get that playing. Come on. Come on, Amazon. And there we go. That is how long it took to turn on and get all the way to there. So, alright, and so we're now going to do the quick first time setup, just like tell it, you know, you're in America, and then I'm using Ethernet, so otherwise you'd set up Wi-Fi here. Looks like we're downloading firmware. Of course, because it's new, we got to do a firmware update. Restart. Alright, you guys, after you've gone through and connected it to your internet, you've gone through and set it up. This is going to be setting up on like a Google smartphone, things like an Android TV essentially is what this is. So it connected to like my Gmail account, which will connect all of my other things to make life a lot easier. I love how easy Google makes things. So now we're choosing a name for our TV. So when I call out to Google or even use this little Google voice assistant on here, I'm going to refer to it as this. So it has a few already recommended here. We have RockTek G2. That's what this is called, is the RockTek G2. But then it also has like Android TV, living room TV, family room TV, bedroom TV, or at the very bottom here we can enter a custom name. So we're going to go ahead and just call this one the bedroom TV. And then it gives you the option of all these apps to install. Oh, and these are ones from RockTek that you can't turn down. You got Twitch, Hulu, ESPN, and Disney Plus. So let's go ahead and continue there. All right, and then this is able to tell what my TV is. It can tell that it's a Samsung TV. So now I can turn up and down the volume on my TV. You can see over here, just the same as it was, and I can even turn it on and off. All right, so we've got it all signed into Amazon and ready to test it out. Let's go ahead and see how fast the startup actually is here. Let's go ahead and hit the power button. And there we are, we're on our home screen. If we select the Prime Video there, and then we can see Creed is advertised. Let's just go ahead and play. I'm assuming that just pushing the center button got us there. And boom, we are now watching Creed. I can tell you already, it's a lot faster, a lot more responsive. Turn on the bedroom lamp. I turned on the lamp. That's exciting. That's kind of nice. Like, I like the Google services. I like how quick it is. I wish that it could. So let me just show you here. With my Samsung TV here, if I go home, there we go. So if we go into the settings on my home here, we can go up in here into like some quick reference settings, and right here I have a sleep timer. So when we put on like a movie or something at night and we're like, oh, we're gonna fall asleep at the end of this, so we're just gonna let it turn itself off, we can set a timer for 30, 60, 120 or 180 minutes so that when the movie's over, it turns itself off and we're already fast asleep. We have to wake up to a TV just shuffling through or playing the next thing that's something loud that's gonna wake us up or bother us. So there you go. The RockTek G2 is definitely fast, but unfortunately it doesn't have a sleep timer option here. I wish it did. That would be really cool if this could manage that, but this can do everything else. So if that's not something you worry about, if you are putting this in your living room, this is going to run so much faster already. So let's go home and see what else it has to offer here real quick. Games! I found games! And now I can play games. Let's go with the beach buggy racing. Huh? That sounds fun. Let's go. I know it's not like a 4K game or anything, but this is fun. So it has games. It's fun. This one, it knows that it's on a remote, so it gives you instructions on how to like play using the remote. Sometimes it'll say hit the A button. That's just the center button. But most of the time it'll say push left, right on your arrow pad or on the remote. There you go. We got games, we got fun. It'll stream movies and videos. Let's open up Amazon Prime and play Creed. Hey, there we go. It opened it up and started playing the movie for me, so that's super easy. All right, last thing I want to test out is I got a flash drive, and we're gonna try plugging that guy in here. Let's go with the USB-C 3 or USB 3.0 port here, and there we go. Always open? Yes. Anytime we plug in a flash drive, open it up, right? All right, so now this is gonna be like an Android operating system from what I can see here. But if I go to my flash drive here, I have a video that one of my own videos I put on here. Now we can watch it. Look at that, that's my logo. Ish. There we go. It's a little silly how you have to open it, but I can watch my videos right here. It's not on YouTube, but it's on the flash drive. So I can watch videos. It's a little tricky to get in there, but it can be done. And it plays back perfectly. We got a full 1080p on there. All right, so I've had this for a minute now and I've tested it out a little bit, and I got a couple of things that I definitely want to make sure I bring up to you guys. So every time I turn the TV off and then I turn it back on, when I turn it back on, it defaults to 480p, which makes no sense. My TV is a 4K TV. It's got a HDMI cable hooked up. Like, there's no reason it should be doing 480p, but always I have to go back into the settings and tell it, 1080p. I don't know why it defaults to 480. That's weird. I also noticed, like, in those settings, you can choose the resolution. It doesn't have an option for 4K, but like, it says 4K all over this thing. Don't know why it's not offering that, and so I actually ended up emailing the brand who sent it to me and everything, and I said, hey, for some reason it's not giving me 4K, and they said, hi Grant, to get 4K 120 hertz, which I don't need 120 hertz, I just wanted 4K, you would need to have the following. A TV that supports 4K 120 hertz, as well as an HDMI 2.1 cable that you connect to the TV from the RockTek G2. Then under those settings, you should be able to access 4K. However, I don't need 4K 120, I just want 4K, and he even said the HDMI cable that comes with it is only an HDMI 2.0, not a 2.1. So I don't know why you're requiring that for 4K and advertising 4K, but not sending a cord that's 4K. But 2.0 still handles 4K at 60 hertz, which I don't know why it's not doing that. The odd thing though is when I go to into YouTube and I can search YouTube videos, it does have that little highlight of hey, this you can watch in 4K. So maybe it is and it's not telling me, or I don't know what's going on there. That's a little weird. And then I think I showed it in the video, but trying to get videos to play off of a flash drive that you plug in externally, you can't just click on it. You have to go into the options and say open with for it to play back, but that's a minimal issue. And then let's talk about the things that I really like. I love how fast it is. It is impressively fast. It turns on fast, it turns off fast. It just loads things quickly, which is way better than my TV as it is on its own. The timer, what was it, a minute and a half the first time, just turning it on, going to Amazon Prime and just hitting play on the first video. And then this thing had an open play within less than 15 seconds, I think. It was fast. I also really like that the remote has Google Assistant, so I can actually use that to control other things that I have in my home that are smart devices, such as lights and my air conditioner, and just anything in your home that's connected to your Google Home can also be controlled with that remote, which is super cool. And then also my TV doesn't offer games, but the game box does, which is cool. I appreciate that. If I ever want to play games on there, I don't have to have an Xbox and stuff like that. They're just cell phone game, mobile games. They're all fairly simple. There might be some cool ones, but I didn't do any real digging. And that is the last of my review on this RockTek G2 Streaming Box. And as I said in the beginning, I was sent this product to review, but all the opinions expressed in this video are my own. If you want to get it for yourself, links will be down in the description below. I am an Amazon affiliate, so using those links do help support the channel with no additional cost to you. If you have questions about this, please don't hesitate to leave those questions down in the comments below. If you think I've earned it, please consider subscribing. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.